Hi, and welcome to Remote Learning for Honors Biology. When you go to your Schoology page, look for the big red folder. You can't miss it. And you want to click on that folder to go inside. Look for the green folder, Daily Instructional Support folder. Click on it. Inside the Daily Instructional Support folder, there's a couple of things. There is a document for Zoom Room expectations. There is the link to get into the Zoom room during the instructional support hours, which are Monday through Friday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock for Honors Biology. And there's an article on student tips for remote learning. First of all, I want to go over the Zoom room expectations. So this is a new format for all of us meeting together in this virtual space. And it's important that we meet together and get to talk together, but we do have to follow some rules. Even though we're not in school, we still have school expectations. So let's go through this document. So every day from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock is the resource hour for Honors Biology. This is for all of my Honors Biology classes. Please understand that just like morning resource, I may be helping students from other classes. Try to log online to my resource hour from a quiet, distraction-free environment. Make sure you're in a common area and not your bedroom. You want to have a more school-appropriate setting. Use a kitchen or an office or a living room or the back of your closet, wherever you can find a quiet space to go to meet with the Zoom room. You may also set up an appropriate virtual background for your video as well. You'll figure this out as you get into the Zoom features. We don't have a lot of time together, so we need to try and maximize it. You will log on to Zoom using your Cumberland Valley Google accounts by clicking the link below. Keep your audio on mute until you want to speak. Your audio will automatically be set to mute. You want to keep it that way. When you need to speak or want to speak, if you press your spacebar, that will unmute you. We have to work together to limit background noise because a Zoom meeting can get very confusing if there's a lot of background noise going on at the same time. Also a great idea to wear your earbuds, your AirPods, because that cuts down on distractions from outside noise. You will all come in with videos off, but as we get into the Zoom meeting, you may be allowed to enable your videos so that we can see each other. It's important that we can see each other. But again, we have to be school appropriate, right? If there's a lot of students in the Zoom room, when you want to speak, use the raise your hand feature. You'll figure that out. It's on the toolbar. And then click on participants. Be sure to unmute yourself to talk once you're given permission. Use the chat box to make a point or ask a question. The chat box is up and running on my screen. It'll be on the right-hand side. I can see every question that students ask, and I can directly answer that as we go along. Have a plan for taking notes. Have your paper and pencil or a digital notepad or Word or Google Docs or however you would like to take notes when you are in the Zoom format. This is resource time. You're getting your questions answered. So come with your questions and come with a way to write down the answers. Have your packets ready. Okay, that's all for those brief directions and guidelines. Our first Zoom meeting will be Monday at 1 o'clock. And Monday, April 6th. That's pretty soon. So we'll be ready for that. When it's time for your Zoom meeting, you click on the link. You'll enter a Zoom waiting room, so don't feel like you are lost. You'll be there by yourself, and then I'll allow students to enter into the meeting as we get started. Since online learning or remote learning is new for most of you, and it is new for me as a teacher as well to teach remotely, I have some tips here, successful student tips. These are tips that just ways to start out correct from the beginning so that you can be successful as a remote learner. You have to change your thinking just a little bit, change the way that you study just a little bit to be successful. So let's go over these. And by the way, this is slow to load, and some of you may have noticed that Schoology was actually down this week. We're going to run into glitches like this probably several times. The important thing is to keep working through it. Always contact your teachers if you have issues getting into any of the remote materials. Okay, first of all, keep in contact with your teachers. Communicate with instructors for all of your classes. This helps you. This is an added support system for you. We do have office hours on a regular basis for honors biology. It's from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock every day from the Zoom link. So you want to be sure to attend these as often as you can, even to check in and say, I don't really have any questions, but hi. I would love to hear from you. Next, you want to check the Honors Biology Schoology course on a daily basis. Never has it been so important to use this as the outline for our class. If you run into any trouble, email or message me right away if something's not working or won't open for you. Treat this online course like the face-to-face course. These aren't blow-off courses. They're going to have this course will have the same academic rigor as when we saw each other face-to-face. You need to have self-discipline and dedication to be able to follow through with the assignments on your own. On the positive side, you can be as flexible as you want to when it comes to when you do your work during the week. So you'll be presented with work at the beginning of each week, and that work will be expected to be finished by the end of the week. But you can work at 12 o'clock at night, you can work at 12 o'clock during the day. It doesn't matter to me as long as you do the work. Please don't put off the work until the last minute. Think of this like a job that you'll have one day or have now. If you don't do the work, you don't get the paycheck. Be aware that due dates and deadlines still exist in remote instruction just like they do when we are at the school. Pay attention to this. Don't lose points because you turn in assignments late. Make a schedule and keep a routine. Set a schedule and stick to it. Every day at this time, I will work on honors biology. Designate certain hours each week to reading, watching lectures, completing assignments, etc. Set reminders for yourself to complete tasks. Keep to a routine. Get up the same time every day. Have a sense of normalcy. That's going to help you in the long run. Check your Schoology course often. If you feel yourself falling behind, speak up. In this case, email up or talk to me during the Zoom room about it. Don't wait until an assignment is almost due to ask questions or report issues with your technology, okay? So you need to let me know ahead of time. That means you're not waiting to the last minute to do the assignment to figure out that you can't get into it on your computer. Be proactive. Create a study space in your home and stay organized. Pick a spot where you will do all your schoolwork. This will help you in the long run. So when you sit down there, your brain will automatically go to, okay, I'm going to focus and do some schoolwork now. This getting into a routine is very, very important. Work ahead and hold yourself accountable. Try to work ahead when you can. You'll get all your assignments by 7:30 on Monday morning of that week. Don't wait until midnight Sunday night to finish them up the end of the week, because that's not going to work very well for you. If you're having trouble, pair up with a fellow classmate. I believe Zoom is free right now. You can Zoom with your other classmates to study with each other. Overall, try to be as organized as you can be and seek help when needed. Don't hesitate to reach out.